Welcome back everyone, and it's time to go balls deep. And today we are talking about Boruto chapter 64, which means it's that time of the month again. This chapter has left us with answers to major questions regarding Boruto's new transformation into Momoshiki. Not only that, but we also learn about Naruto's power level after losing Kurama.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Oh. We're still doing that, huh?
Yeah. No!
But fear not, Naruto is still the strongest. Even Shikamaru admits that no one in the village will be able to stop him, and he activates the classic Sage mode we all missed. Let me tell you, to this day, Naruto activating Sage mode against Pain, it just hit differently.
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts, these facts are not facts.
But before we get further into the video, I need to tell you guys about our sponsor, Dragon City. Dragon City is a free-to-play game where you can collect 1,000 different dragons and build your own dragon empire.
No way!
You can breed dragons to get new ones, hatch them and feed them to evolve into adult dragons, then take them into battle in order to make them even more powerful. I myself have been playing this game quite a bit lately and trying to hatch my own little fire dragon called Natsu. But the fun doesn't just stop there, as you will collect food, gold and gems to also expand your city and unlock new levels and increase your dragon supremacy. There are events every week and a brand new battle pass to discover with new dragons and rewards so that you won't get bored. And the best part, you can even find the dragons from your favorite YouTubers like Carl Jacobs and his Carl Dragon. Maybe even we, the ABD community, can get our own ABD dragon if you guys click that link in the description and get that special free reward of 15,000 food, 30,000 gold and the gear dragon. These will only be available for new users and for 7 days. So you guys better go hurry and click that link in the description and create your own dragon empire.
Boruto chapter 64 starts off with Boruto facing off against Code in his new form, which has managed to somewhat impress him. Kawaki is concerned about what's happening as he thinks back to the last time Boruto was taken over by Momoshiki. However, Boruto informs Kawaki to move back because it's not going to be safe, bitch. Which is when he realizes that Boruto is actually still in control this time round, and it's not Momoshiki. It's now time for Boruto to show off his new powers, and he makes, drumroll please, shadow clones.
What?
Yeah!
Are you kidding me?
Now, you might have noticed one thing peculiar about his clones, and that is the clones don't have the same karma spread as the original Boruto or a different right eye like the Byakugan. You're probably thinking this is odd as the Shadow Clone Jutsu creates a physically real being. Because of this, they keep the clothing, damage, manifest kunai, and even the transformations of the original caster. Shadow clones are indistinguishable from their original. Not even Dojutsu like the Rasengan that Madara used was able to identify shadow clones. So why don't Boruto's clones keep the new transformation?
I'm confused right now, G.
What? You expected me to have the answer? Really? No, I'm kidding. Let me explain. After all, back when Momoshiki faced off against Sasuke and Kawaki, he used a shadow clone to block the Amaterasu. And this clone kept the Karma Seal, horn, everything, even when it was adapted into the anime. Yet these clones in Boruto chapter 64 don't. Now, I'll be honest, this isn't the only time this has happened. Shadow clones and transformations have always had a complicated relationship, as even Naruto's clones didn't always take on the same form as him. In fact, one even came out in base Naruto form whilst the original Naruto was in his Kurama mode during episode 319 of Shippuden. Whereas during the fight versus Pain, all his clones adopted his Sage mode. And during the Kagyo battle, all his clones even had the Sage 6 Paths mode. So why don't these Boruto clones have the Momoshiki DNA or the Byakugan? That doesn't make any sense, because then you can just tell which one's the real Boruto pretty easily. You don't have to guess, right?
Yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true.
Well, one possible explanation of this could be the pills, the drugs, the good shit.
This shit good.
They could be suppressing the karma from spreading over to the clones, where it's suppressing the DNA from going even further. Either way, at the end of the day, we know the anime will address this better since it's the superior format at the moment when illustrating the story. The manga art has probably, I don't know, made a mistake.
Of course!
I know there's one argument out there that around chapter 24, Katasuki said that advanced technology cannot be replicated by the Shadow Clone Jutsu. That's why the scientific ninja tech like the black hole thingy that he made couldn't be recreated by Boruto and such. But as you can see, when Momoshiki activated the Shadow Clone Jutsu, they still had the horns. So yeah, I'm lost for words too, guys. Coming back to the face-off, Boruto initiates a taijutsu attack with his clones. With one single punch, Boruto is able to push Code back enough to the point where his feet begin digging into the ground. This proves to us that the sudden boost in physical strength this new karma form has given him. However, Code instantly launches a counterattack. He slaps a section of his belt onto the original Boruto's shoulder. He then dives headfirst into the claw mark, popping up out of a tree. His hand then comes out through Boruto, attacking all the clones. Now, I'll be honest, one thing that bothered me about this fight is that Boruto is consciously wielding the Byakugan. You know, that eye that grants the user 360-degree vision. And don't come out at me with, well, he's never used that before ABD, he doesn't know. Well, in the last chapter, we were told that Boruto has thousands and thousands of years worth of Momoshiki's battle experience. All of that is with the Byakugan. And he's a Hyuga by blood. It should be instinctive for Boruto, shouldn't it?
We do not care.
However, there may be a reason for this. Using more and more of the Otsutsuki power might be triggering the effects of the pills that Amado gave to Boruto. As in chapter 57, Amado stated the pills were originally designed to target and weaken the Byakugan's power. So it could be that Boruto's Byakugan is rendered useless. Actually, whilst we're on that topic, where is the pure eye? Is that shit even canon? I'm kidding. Of course it is. Shut the fuck up. The pure eye is a completely different story since he doesn't know how to activate it, but we keep hanging on to that clickbait mate. We saw that shit in the future. It's definitely gonna happen. Like we saw it in anime against Uroshiki, Trashiki. Like, come on, Kishimoto. You clickbaited us for 5 years right now. I learned how to clickbait from you. Where's the pure eye?
Oh shit, eye.
Anyway, back to the fight. One of the Boruto clones manages to get the claw mark off the original, which causes Kawaki to state that Boruto's power is stronger than usual. This is of course because Boruto is now using more power of the Karma Seal. Here, Ada informs Code about the use of Amado's pills, which could be the main reason behind this newfound power in Boruto. Remember, because of her Senragon abilities, she knows about the pills that Amado had and that Boruto has taken them. She can see and know everything all at the same time. Ada interrupts Code's playtime and asks him to get this fight over with, since dying before gaining his true powers wouldn't be funny. And remember, she's referring to the limiters that Amado has put on Code, since getting these limiters off almost guarantees a win for Code over the entire cast of characters that we love, since he will be as strong as Ishiki Otsutsuki, and this time round, there's no Kurama to sacrifice anymore.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Oh shit, I said it again. But basically, Code needs Amado's eyes to undo the limiters as it possesses the secret password, which means the whole planet would die as Boruto Okawaki can easily be sacrificed for the God Tree to manifest. Now this is a huge deal because this now confirms that Boruto with this newfound power is stronger than the current Naruto and Sasuke, considering that Ida is genuinely worried about Code's safety, twice in fact in this chapter. After all, we know from chapter 59, Code states that he could probably still beat them both in a 1v1 scenario, referring to Naruto and Sasuke. Boruto isn't even being serious at the moment in this fight, and can turn up the heat even more during the end of the chapter. So this makes it quite clear that in the future, Boruto, if he harnesses this power correctly, his power scaling is going to be at the Otsutsuki God level. If that happens, it's quite clear he's going to be the strongest ninja of all time, and that is awesome. The focus of the chapter, however, then shifts to Konoha, where Naruto has two clones manifesting chakra for his Sage Mode. So for the past 2 chapters, my man was like, search for him, search for them, search for them. Naruto really looked at everyone and thought,
Fine. I'll do it myself.
He asks Ino to finally drop the search for Kawaki's chakra and try to locate Boruto's chakra instead. Nishi feels awful here and apologizes for his incompetence and being useless and being a side character basically. Shikamaru then shows up saying that he can't let Naruto go alone as it would be suicide. At first, Naruto thinks Shikamaru has come to stop him. However, it's quite the opposite. He says he's going with Naruto as Sasuke isn't back yet from hunting Code down and Sai is busy guarding Amado. Remember, Amado is the key to getting the limiters removed from Code, so it's the utmost importance he stays safe. Hinata then says that she wants to join in the battle too. She's saying, bruh, I want to be relevant for once in this goddamn story, you know, I'm the wife of Naruto. I haven't been in this story for fucking 50 chapters.
Yes! 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 Yes!
But no, it gets declined by Naruto instantly.
No! No! No!
He asks her to protect Himawari instead, since her life could be in danger, or even worse, her parents. Now I'm not sure why, but this little interaction caused a bit of fuss in the community. Honestly, to us, this made a lot of sense and was a fair decision. Naruto is the one person who knows firsthand the pain of losing both parents, and has also seen what losing parents can do to other people like Nagato, Sasuke, and like, I don't know, 9% of anime protagonists in existence. Thinking of Himawari being orphaned like Naruto was would literally give any man PTSD. Himawari asks Naruto if everything is going to be okay, to which he responds by saying, of course! Have you forgotten who your dad is, bruh? He's the GOAT! The GOAT! But before we move forward, is anyone else getting a bad vibe about all of this? Naruto and Shikamaru are leaving the village. Sasuke is already out. Sumire was suspicious of Amado. Surely now is a great time for him to move forward with his inevitable betrayal of Konoha? Or is this still all part of his big master plan? We're actually planning to cover a theory regarding Amado in the future. And since chapter 64 has given us more evidence to the fact that he's plotting something, it's important to hit the notification bell for our channel so you don't miss out. Please smash the like button and support our channel even further. Share your chakra. We need it more than ever.
The chapter's focus then shifts back to the fight, where Boruto fails to absorb Code's claw marks. Kawaki then explains that Code's claws are made from a mixture of the iron that exists in his blood and materialized chakra. Wait, hang on a second. You're telling me that this guy knew how Code's claws work and how they were made and never mentioned anything until now?
That don't make no sense.
Why? Why did he not think it would probably be a wise decision to let Konoha know how, you know, the #1 target in the world works? Seriously, what is the logic at play here?
He's out of line, but he's right.
First, Naruto doesn't listen to Boruto at all. Then the whole Konoha sensory team keeps searching for a hidden chakra signature that doesn't exist because it hurt their ego. And then it takes Naruto a long ass time to remember, ooh, I can use my Sage Mode sensory abilities. Of course, I forgot. And now you got Kawaki taking part in the clownery? Logic, am I right? It is apparent that this puts a limit to Code's ability to create claw marks in a short period of time and can prove to be crucial useful in a battle because, like, you know, man can only really use so much blood before he just kind of passes out and shit. Then again, it's Boruto. He's a cyborg. Who knows? Anything can be possible thanks to science. Anyway, moving forward, both Ada and Boruto are currently under the impression that Amado's medicine will allow him to access the Karma's Otsutsuki power more without Momoshiki taking over. However, Kawaki tries to warn Boruto, telling him that it could be unreliable and that he better not lose control. Boruto brushes it aside though, telling his brother that now is not the time to worry about that. Rather, this is a perfect opportunity to finally take down Code. During this moment, Code takes a jab at Boruto, telling him that he will always be an Otsutsuki and Momoshiki ain't going anywhere. Whilst doing so, Code reveals that he knows about the medicine, something that no one outside of Konoha should know. From this, it's likely that Boruto will postulate that Code has a way of obtaining intel, which, with the help of Amado, might later give us some clues about Ada and her Senringan ability. Regardless, throughout all of this, for some unknown reason, Code feels like this is the perfect moment to reiterate his plan again, since he believes that Boruto would make a great chakra fruit and blah 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 blah. We've heard it all before.
Fuck you, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
With that said, Code states that he'll come back to pick up Boruto when his transformation is complete and proceeds to teleport and grab Kawaki from behind. He whispers in Kawaki's ear that his sugar mama is awaiting for him. But as Code tries to take him away, Kawaki creates a clone and launches a desperate attack. Boruto also attacks Code with a Rasengan simultaneously, forcing Code to fall back and release Kawaki. Code, feeling betrayed, asks Kawaki what is he doing. After all, it wasn't too long ago that Kawaki offered to go willingly with Code, and now he's fighting back? Kawaki spits back with his now catchphrase, saying that everything he has done and will do is for the Lord Seventh. And as Boruto states, if they are able to defeat Code here, then that would be the fastest and easiest solution. However, Kawaki's decision could also be because of Boruto's current predicament. If Code takes Kawaki, thus leaving Boruto alone, who knows what could happen to him? It may even unleash Momoshiki, as Boruto would be completely defeated emotionally. As an older brother, Kawaki might feel obligated to make sure that Boruto will be okay. After all, time and time again, Kawaki told Boruto that they will find a way to get rid of the Karma together. Meanwhile, in Konoha, Naruto, using his Sage Mode, finally locates Boruto to be 40 clicks, or if you're normal, kilometers away.
What took you so long?
And notes that he also senses an unfamiliar chakra in the same location. Shikamaru quickly deduces that this is probably Code and informs Ino of the situation, telling her that he and Naruto are heading to Boruto now, where she tells him to be careful. As Naruto and Shikamaru rush to the location, Shikamaru states his concern regarding Naruto's Sage Mode, since he couldn't maintain it for elongated periods of time during his battle against Pain and in the 4th Great Ninja War as well. However, Naruto assures to him that he can use his Sage Mode for even longer periods than ever before, as he gained tons of experience and has grown into a much older and wiser person. But Shikamaru is not buying any of that whole wisdom of age shit and asks Naruto to just like not overdo it, alright? Now this, along with Ino's previous words to be careful, kinda give me some small death flags for Shikamaru. In fact, we've got a whole video going over this, along with detailing 10 characters who we actually think have a very high chance of dying in Boruto, so make sure you keep an eye out for that one coming soon. Anyway, back to the chapter. While the two are rushing towards the location, Code and Boruto are back to throwing hands at each other. Boruto tries to catch Code off guard with his Vanishing Rasengan, but fails as Code continues to spam that claw mark teleportation technique of his. Code is quite literally just juking everything Boruto throws at him at this point, including the Vanishing Rasengan. Now, it's very subtle, but this is quite a clever way for Kishimoto to highlight the power creep with Code. Prior to this, the Vanishing Rasengan has been very effective on many opponents. It was key to defeating Momoshiki, and the whole reason he was defeated. It was used against Boro in their fight, and even Sasuke was caught off guard by it. In fact, only one character prior to this has actually managed to dodge the attack, and that was Delta, all because she was basically a perfect counter to it. Her drone could see it after it had vanished, and her eyes could absorb it. Nobody else other than that has actually evaded this jutsu, but Code managed to. Sadly, though, all of this doesn't last too long, as suddenly Boruto gets a heart attack and dies. Okay, maybe not die, but Boruto does dramatically drop to his knees while clenching his chest. At this point, Boruto can't even form proper words and falls completely to the ground as Kawaki calls out for him. My man Amado has poisoned Boruto! Okay. Seriously though, what's likely happening is that the pills have started to take effect, trying to counter the Otsutsuki DNA that's creeping inside of him. And the more he taps into that Otsutsuki power, the more the resistance from the pills. Boruto being able to even tap into the karma the way he did without Momoshiki taking over could be because of the medicines slowing the progression, which allowed Boruto to take the wheel. But the longer Boruto uses his karma, the longer the fight in his body to try and suppress it. Also remember, Amado stated that this pill is dangerous for someone with the Byakugan like Hinata and Himawari. Boruto tapping into the karma more unlocked his Otsutsuki Byakugan, which makes the medicine even more deadly to him now. Now obviously Boruto's not gonna die from this, but it's definitely one hell of a cliffhanger. This reminds me of the repercussions that Naruto faced after using the Bion mode, which quite literally boosted his powers into the sky. However, Boruto being crippled like this is a way for all the foreshadowing we mentioned earlier to come into fruition. With Boruto down, it would leave Kawaki, Naruto and Shikamaru on the offense against Code. Likely not being enough, Shikamaru might pay the price to save the others. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And once again, I want to give a massive thank you to Dragon City for sponsoring this video, so make sure to click that link in the description for the special rewards in game. With that said though, smash that like button, subscribe and ding that notification bell. Till then, we will catch you guys next time.